Hey guys, what's up? It's Sam from Southern Maryland CrossFit, and we are live here with our first vlog. I was kind of hesitant, I'm not gonna lie, to do this because I've seen these things come up before in my Facebook feed or on Instagram or whatever, and I feel like it's a little cliche. Everybody has one now. What the fuck are they trying to sell? Why the fuck is this one any different? Hopefully you will find that this one is a little different. Maybe you'll enjoy it a little bit more, and hopefully this will allow me to connect a little bit more to you, not just our members of Southern Maryland CrossFit, but the bigger you out there in the interwebs. So, the name of this is the Fitness Pulpit, Paw Musings about fitness, philosophy, and pop culture. So hopefully you like at least one of those three things. Otherwise, just fucking scroll past on your Facebook feed or whatever the fuck and don't watch it. So that's that. So our first episode today, we are going to start off. I was watching a Warren Buffett documentary. Hopefully you know who Warren Buffett is. If not, you should. Anyway, Warren Buffett was talking to a bunch of high schoolers in his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska. And I'm going to kind of paraphrase it a little bit because I don't have the entire quote up. But he basically said, imagine that he's going to give you, when his little lecture was over, he was going to give each of the high school kids the car of their dreams. Whatever color they wanted, whatever style, from whatever year. Obviously, he's a billionaire, so money is no object. And they could have whatever they wanted. Okay? And then he says, okay, well, what do you guys think the catch is? Well, the catch, he tells them, is that you have to have that car. You're only getting one car, and you have to have that car that you pick for the rest of your life. All right? And he says, well, hopefully, once you hear after you hear that, then maybe you change the car that you want a little bit, right? Maybe you, since they're high school students, they probably don't have families at the time, at least, or kids of their own, spouses and such. So they may want to go from some sort of sports car to something more practical. And anyway, he starts to say, you know, you're going to take care of that car really, really well if it's the only car that you will ever own, right? He says, well, the good news is you're not only going to have one car in your lifetime, but you only get one mind and one body. So you should probably take care of your mind and your body at least as well as you're going to take care or would take care of this one car that you have, all right? So that leads us to our next thing. I don't believe that most people take care of their body at all. Being in fitness for, 2004, so 15 years, and we've been a CrossFit affiliate since 2008. I would say that most people do not take care of their bodies in the least bit. But I see an interesting analogy here. And that analogy is, do you think it's too late to invest in your financial health? And I believe that most people are going to say no to that question. It's never too late to invest in your financial health. And we're going to start off this by referencing another book here, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy here. And in this book, he basically says, if you can get 1% better, that compound effect is going to have a massive, massive return on your investment of that 1%. So let's say our average person here that makes $30,000 a year, and that comes out to $2,500 a month or $1,250 bi-weekly. Most people can probably invest 1% of that paycheck, which would be $25 a month or $1,250 bi-weekly, right? A pretty easy thing to do. Cancel HBO now that Game of Thrones is over, right? And we won't talk about it, but you know, we'll cancel HBO now that Game of Thrones is over, and wait until basically Westworld comes back. So that's going to save us $15, and then we're going to cancel something else, Showtime, Stars, one of the other premium channels or premium apps that you have on your phone, and that's going to save us $30. So there's our 1% of your monthly paycheck, right? Easy to invest. You're going to do something like Acorns. You don't even have to talk to someone, and they're just going to suck that money out of your account, and there you go. You invested 1%. Easy peasy, right? Now, it was a very easy fix by doing something very small that you don't really need anymore, right? The next question I would pose to you is it too late to start investing in your actual health? You know, the body that you have, which is very closely linked to your mind. Now, I believe most people would actually say, yes, it's too late. I'm 30. I'm 35. I'm 40. I'm too old. I'm 45. I'm 50. I'm too old. I'm 55. I'm 60. I'm too old. I'm 65. I'm retired. I'm too old. And I would say that that is ridiculous, right? After age, they're going to say that they don't have enough time. Okay, so what does 1% of your time look like that you have to invest in your actual health as a start? So there are 8,736 hours in a year. Okay, 672 hours in a month, 168 hours in a week. Okay, so if you invest 1% of your weekly hours, it's 1.68 hours a week. That's an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, 24 hours in a day, right? 0.24 hours or 15 minutes roughly. So you tell me you don't have 15 minutes a day? You don't have an hour and 40 minutes each week? You're calling bullshit. There are 24 hours in a day, right? During the work week, you have 8 hours of sleep, leaves you with 16 hours. Then you go to work for 8 hours, okay? So you have 8 hours remaining after that. Then let's say that since we live here in Waldorf, Maryland, in the DMV, right? You got a 3-hour commute, okay, roughly 90 minutes each way. So you have 5 hours left in your day after work, sleep, commute, okay, to eat, spend time with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, significant other, partner, whatever, play with your kids, watch TV, stuff like that, right? But people are constantly watching like new shows on Netflix, which you could cancel and get, 1% of your paycheck back if you make $30,000 a year. But anyway, you have the time, right? You have an hour and 40 minutes, okay? There are small things that you could do to fix your actual health, just like you're trying to fix your financial health, right? An easy thing to do in nutrition would be cut out 1 soda a day, a donut a day, that bag of chips that you eat with your lunch each day. What about, heaven forbid, 1 alcoholic drink down, right? I always tell people like, hey, if, you can't make it a week or so without drinking, like you have a different problem that I probably can't really help with, that you need someone else besides a trainer to help with. But think if you went from 3 drinks to 2 drinks to 1, right? That's a big nutritional shift as opposed to adding 1, right? If you're working out, right, 1% of your week, like we said, 15 minutes a day for 7 days a week, or you could do 5 days a week, 20-minute workouts. Or what if you did 1 40-minute workout and 2 30-minute workouts, right? You start to become consistent with that, then you could go to 3 times a week for an hour, right? Every other day, nice and easy. Something just like that to get you started on feeling better, sleeping better, looking better, right? And as Deion Sanders famously said, you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good, right? So, perfect spot to end it. See you guys working on your 1%. See you soon.